Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into a topic that's full of, well, a lot of pressure, a lot of hope, and hopefully a whole lot of happy tears. Marriage proposals.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
We've got articles on proposal lines, advice from photographers, even some tips on how to propose back.
You really went all out for this one.
We're going to figure out together what makes this moment so special, right? Because proposals, everyone's got their own story, but
But there's also kind of this shared wisdom, right? Things we can all learn from.
absolutely. Okay, so you know I love a good cheesy line, right? And this article, 100+ proposal lines.
Yeah.
It does not disappoint.
Oh, no. Let me guess. You've already picked out your favorites.
Maybe. Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you.
Oh,
Like,
come on.
what? It's cute. But okay, you're right. Proposals are about, big emotions. So maybe we should.
Go a little deeper.
Yeah. So how do we go beyond just like picking a line from a list? What does it even mean to personalize a proposal?
Right. Think of it this way. You wouldn't propose with, like, a generic love letter. You'd put your heart into it, talk about your memories, inside jokes, all those little things
That make your relationship unique?
Exactly.
Okay, so you're saying weave those details into the proposal itself. So it's not just words, it's...
It's about the whole experience. If your partner, say, loves history, maybe you propose at a historical landmark.
Ooh. Or, quote, their favorite historical figure.
Now you're getting it. How to propose to her even talks about this, like revisiting those memories, talking about what your partner means to you,
But in a specific way.
exactly, not just like, you're amazing, but remember that time we were lost in the woods, ended up having this amazing picnic by the waterfall? That's when I knew I wanted to get lost in life with you.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've got the personalized words down,
Right.
but let's be real. The ring, it's kind of a big deal, right?
Oh, absolutely. How to propose to her. They have a whole section on this, and it's more than just picking something sparkly. They talk about, like, being discreet about finding out your partner's ring size.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Don't want to ruin the surprise, right?
Right. And then their style. Do they like classic, vintage, modern, all those little clues?
It's like being a love detective. Okay, so I've got the words, the ring. What's next on our proposal checklist?
The when and the where. Date, time, location, those are all kind of tied together, right? The ultimate guide for how to propose actually suggests thinking about places that already have meaning for you.
Like where you had your first date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that park bench where you shared your first kiss. Places that already have, that special feeling. And as a wedding photographer, let me tell you, I've seen proposals everywhere, from art museums to, like, literal mountaintops.
Wow. I bet you've seen some incredible stuff. Do any of those, like, locations present unique challenges for capturing it all on camera?
Oh, totally. Lighting, weather, crowds. We got to get creative sometimes to get the perfect shot.
So it's not as easy as just showing up and clicking the button.
Nope, it's an art. How to propose to her, they even say. Scouting out the location is super important. Check the lighting at different times of day. Think about potential distractions.
Like setting the stage for your own rom-com?
Exactly. Okay, but there's another logistic to think about, and How to Propose to Her talks about this too. You need a believable backstory.
Yes. The best lie. What are some, like, clever things people have done?
Fake dinner reservations, pretending to have a work event. One article even mentioned, like, staging a surprise party for a friend.
So it's got to be something plausible.
It's all about getting them to the right place at the right time without arousing suspicion.
Right. So you want the control over the key elements, but you also want that genuine reaction.
You got it. And that's where those best lies come in. They're not really about, like, deception. It's more about...
About creating a surprise, making it even more special.
Exactly. Okay, so we've talked about the words, the ring, the location, the backstory. What's next?
Capturing the moment itself. Both of these guides we have, they're big on hiring a photographer.
Well, yeah. Who doesn't want those amazing photos to remember this day?
But is it essential? Like, are there arguments for and against having a photographer there?
That's a great question. On one hand, having a photographer means you could just be in the moment. Right.
Yeah.
You know someone's capturing all the emotion, the tears, the laughter.
So you don't have to worry about taking pics yourself. You can just be present.
Yeah. Those photos become a part of your love story, something you can look back on for years.
I love that. But I can also see how some people might feel a bit self-conscious with a camera there.
Totally. I get that. And that's why it's so important to find a photographer who makes you feel comfortable. Someone who gets that balance between capturing the moment and respecting your privacy.
So it's not just about their skills, it's also about their personality, right?
Exactly. It's a collaboration. You're working together to create a visual story.
Awesome. Okay, so let's say we're going with a photographer. What are some things to talk to them about beforehand, like to make sure things run smoothly?
Communication is key. Talk about your vision, the location, the timing, all of that. And don't be afraid to, get their input. They're the experts on capturing those candid moments.
It's a partnership. That makes sense. Now, Hunter and Sarah Photography, they had this interesting tip about staying down on one knee for a bit after popping the question.
Yeah. It's not just about getting to the yes. It's about taking those few seconds to let it sink in, to let the photographer capture the emotion.
Like pausing time for a moment.
Exactly. It's all about creating that story. Okay, so we've talked about personalizing the words, the ring, the location, even getting a photographer. But I got to ask, what are some of the most creative proposal ideas you found in your research?
Oh, we are just getting started. There are so many creative ways to do this. So, creative proposals, some people, they really go all out.
Okay, I'm ready. Tell me everything. What are some that really stick out in your mind? One that comes to mind was this custom-designed escape room.
Ooh, fun.
And the final puzzle was a box with your ring inside and the proposal message.
That's so cool. It's like turning their relationship into like a game. Definitely beats just, dinner and a movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So thinking outside the box, right?
Yeah.
Another one I saw involved like a scavenger hunt, but it was across the whole city, and each clue was a place that meant something to them.
Ooh, I love that. It's like retracing their love story.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're waiting at the end with the ring.
Okay, so it's not just about the destination, it's about how you get there.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But it doesn't have to be something huge, right?
Right. Remember that 100+ proposal lines
Mm-hmm.
article? They had one where you write, "Will you marry me?" on a leaf.
Oh, that's cute. It's so simple, but okay, what about those creative proposals that like go wrong? What if the surprise backfires or something?
That's always a risk. That's why, you got to communicate. Have a backup plan. Talk to your partner beforehand. Get a sense of what they're comfortable with.
So it's about finding that balance, right? Surprise, but also like making sure they're going to actually like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It shouldn't feel like a total shock.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about personalizing the words, the ring, the location, even adding those creative touches. But now let's talk about, the actual proposal speech. What do you say in that moment?
Yeah. What are the magic words?
The ultimate guide
Yeah.
suggests actually writing it out. Not like a word-for-word thing, but at least jotting down some points.
Oh, smart. Especially if you get nervous.
Totally. Helps you stay on track. They actually break it down into, 3 parts: intro, body, and punchline.
Okay, let's hear it. What makes a good intro?
Start by setting the mood,
Yeah.
Maybe bring up a memory or talk about how you're feeling right then.
Creating that connection.
Exactly. And then the body of the speech, that's where you really dig deep. Why this person? Why now? What makes them so special?
It's the heart of it all, right?
Yeah. And then, of course, you have the punchline, the "Will you marry me?" or however you want to phrase it.
I like how the article had some alternatives, like, I can't imagine my life without you. Will you do me the honor of becoming my wife, husband, partner? It's just like a little more personal.
Right. It's your moment. Make it your own. And then you have people who go all out singing telegrams, jumbotron proposals, flash mobs.
Okay, those are definitely memorable, but do those always work? I feel like some people might find those like a bit much.
Oh, for sure. It goes back to knowing your partner. Some people love the attention, others not so much.
So it's all about making sure it fits their personality.
Yeah. Whether it's grand or intimate, it's got to feel right for you too.
Okay, so we've covered like the how-to of the speech, but even with all the planning, nerves are going to happen, right? Any tips for staying calm?
The ultimate guide actually has this simple tip: drink water, breathe. It sounds obvious, but
But when you're in the moment,
it's easy to forget. Ground yourself. Take a minute. And then one of the photographers they interviewed had this great advice. Incorporate your partner's personality, tell them just enough to get them there, and communicate clearly with anyone else who's in on the plan.
so basically plan, personalize, communicate.
Exactly. And then, of course, there's the most important part, the answer.
Oh, right. After all that planning, it comes down to that one little word, yes. But what about after? What happens after the ring is on and, everyone's calmed down a bit?
That's a great question. What happens after the yes?
So the answer is yes. The ring is on. The happy tears have been shed. What happens next?
Well, it's time to celebrate and share the good news.
Wait, tell everyone.
Hmm.
Hunter and Sarah Photography and How to Propose Part 6, they actually have some thoughts on those, like right after the proposal moment.
Oh, yeah.
They suggest having a mini engagement shoot right then and there, capture the emotions before they.
Fade away.
Yeah, you're already dressed up, you're at this beautiful location, why not?
And as a wedding photographer, let me tell you, those post-proposal photos, they're something special.
Real.
There's just this like glow around newly engaged couples. It's really beautiful to capture.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so we've got the photos, but then comes the telling everyone. How do couples announce it these days?
It's funny how that's changed, right? I mean, we used to just make phone calls, send out cards.
And now it's all about the, Instagram post.
Yeah. Some people even do those like professionally produced videos or those big viral stunts.
But I wonder, with all that, is there also a desire for something a bit more, I don't know, personal?
I think so. There's something to be said for those classic traditions, like a surprise engagement party or sending out those like really nice announcement cards.
Yeah, something special for each person you're telling.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance, sharing your joy with everyone, but also making it feel intimate.
So, not one or the other, but a little bit of both.
And in the end, it comes down to what feels right for you, right? Some couples love the spotlight,
Yeah.
others are more private.
It's about celebrating your way.
Exactly. And that brings us to our final thought for you, listener. As these traditions keep changing, how do you see the future of proposals? Will we go back to the classics, or will tech just keep, taking over?
It's a good question, something to think about. As we wrap up our deep dive into proposals, we hope you've learned a thing or two, maybe even got some inspiration.
It's not about following a script. It's about creating an experience that truly reflects your love.
So go out there and, dive deep into your own imagination. Picture the perfect proposal, because it's out there waiting to happen. Until next time, happy planning, and may your love stories continue to unfold in all those beautiful and surprising ways.